Every year, approximately 15 million people are forcibly displaced from their home countries by governmental persecution, civil unrest, or natural disasters. 400,000 of these refugees are from Burma, a nation in Southeast Asia bordering the Bay of Bengal. In 1962, Burma was overtaken in a coup d'etat by military leader Ne Win, who would later suppress protesters at the University of Rangoon by ordering the student-occupied Union building to be destroyed by dynamite blasts. The explosion would kill 130 protesting students. Ne Win would go on to rule the nation as head of state for the next 26 years. Since Win's resignation, Burma has remained under control of the military junta, which has faced constant criticism from the UN for numerous human rights abuses. In 2007, the junta removed fuel subsidies, causing skyrocketing prices on an already impoverished nation. In mid-August, students and political activists began a series of peaceful protests, which were to sweep the nation despite continued arrests and abuses by the Burmese government. On September 24th, well over 30,000 demonstrators marched through the streets of Rangoon, Burma's capital city. Over the next several days, the junta issued thousands of arrests and killed several hundred civilians. Meet 24-year-old Zaidu Maji, a refugee from Burma who arrived in the United States last September. From the age of 17 until his arrival in the U.S., Zai lived alone in a refugee camp in Malaysia, having fled his home country soon after the 2007 protests. Zai is a member of a small Christian tribe in Burma, which has faced persecution from the Buddhist-ruled government.
We are the ethnic, which is small ethnic, and we are small, and we believe in Jesus and God. So they are Buddhist country, so they don't want that kind of religious in this country, and they try to just get rid of our tribe. So at first they try to do like give the drug plants, what they call it, I'm not sure. The plant make it drug like number 4. They make number 4 from that plant.
The plant Zai is referring to is the opium poppy. The plant harvested to make morphine, codeine, and in the case of Zai's tribe, heroin. Number 4, also known as China White, is a popular form of the drug in Burma, sold by the military and independent traders to refineries along the Thailand border. In the Burmese government's hands, number 4 is not only a source of cash flow, but a potential weapon.
Okay, that kind of plant they make in our country, and they plant it, and they won't arrest us. They let us do that thing, and we just fall for that, and our tribe will use that kind of drug, and everybody's die. They just want to drug, but we get educated a bit, so they change their plan. I think that's what I think. Mm-hmm. Maybe not. Yeah, so they start to burn our villages. They before that we will have to do the job, like if they do a new road, we have to go and help the road, and they will just kick us. Yeah, they will just bully, and they will just ask us to do their work. Yeah, pretty much military work we have to do, and if they need people to fight in the war, they will just collect us. They will just like 2 or 3 of male from one family have to follow, like that kind of. If not, they will just if there's a war going on, if they see the young people, they will just grab it and give them a gun and try to kill the other enemies. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so pretty much, and that's why we cannot live there anymore. Yeah, we have to run from there. Our life is like nothing. They'll just get rid of us.
But despite having escaped the persecution of the Burmese government, his struggles were not over. In Malaysia, he was an illegal immigrant, forced to live a nomadic lifestyle while avoiding abusive police.
From Burma, I go to Malaysia to apply as a refugee. Yeah,
And when you were there, what was life like?
Oh, Malaysia is a good country, which is very fun country for who is legally live there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are very freedom, very fun. They have a lot of fun places. But for us, it's like we have to scare off all the polices. Here, you don't have to scare police. You know, police is going to help you even if you need help. Only if you are doing unlawful things, right? Mm-hmm. So right there, even we are doing nothing, we have to scare with them because we are illegal. Mm-hmm. If they catch us, they would put us to jail. And I have a friend. Some people they say that when you go jail, you have nothing to eat. They will give like one bowl of rice, and they'll just give, and all of you guys just go and have it, share it. Mm-hmm. So some people they don't want to eat, and they will just starve. Yeah, it's very scary, and they will beat you up when you get caught.
Malaysia plays host to over 1 million illegal immigrants, many of whom come from nearby Southeastern Asian countries. Until 2005, Malaysia's policy regarding illegal aliens was lax. But in March of that year, the government began a major crackdown on illegals and their employers. Since then, the Malaysian police have faced accusations of abuse and brutality from foreign-born.
And they will just go every door to doors and knock it out and see if the door is locked. They will just open it, and people are like hiding under the bed. If they cannot run under the bed on the ceiling, they were going to hide inside. But still, they try to manage to catch them. So it was lucky for me not to be on that kind of situation. Yeah, it was a lot of people get caught from there, and every month they catch. And in every news, we see a lot of refugees getting caught.
As one of the approximately 17,000 Burmese refugees who will be admitted to the United States this year, Zai has been thrown into a culture he sometimes does not understand or sympathize with. What was the most confusing part about coming to America?
Most of them are like confusing. It's all new to me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. People are different, and the most different thing is like the way people talk here. They are friendly. They are how to say, they're very good. Like not in our country. Like in our country, some people might ignore you, mm-hmm. and if they don't want to talk, they won't talk. Here, if even they don't want to talk, they'll be like, at least they say hi, how are you doing? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you feel friendly.
Friendly. Zai has shown commitment to retaining the characteristics of his host culture.
We are the people who believe in the God is small g. Yeah, they will believe in wind. They will believe in the trees. They will believe in a lot of things like we believe. But those kind of things are true though. When if you have to give them something to get out something. Like if you're sick, you go to that God and ask them to give heal from our. We have a culture which is like how do you say? We call it mano, which is dancing. Every year we have a new that kind of dancing. A lot of people we dancing around the things. I'm not sure what to say.
So do you still follow a lot of the practices from your culture here in America?
Yes, we do.
Despite his commitment to retaining Burmese culture, Zai has shown interest in learning American culture and integrating his beliefs with his new environment. He was recently hired by a phone service company, drives an American car, and enjoys American movies. Confusion still exists in some areas, however.
Here, like I think from after 18 you can leave your parents,
mm-hmm.
right? There, even 18 parent won't let you go. Parent will be like, you don't know anything yet, you have to stay with us, and you take care of your parents too. But like even they are old, you still take care of them, and what our culture is like, the parents beat their children to learn from the mistake. If we don't beat, they won't learn. I think here is a difference. So some of our our kids, they have problem with that. They were born from the beating culture. So when they arrive here, they cannot beat anymore. So they won't listen to the parents anymore.
Since the 1960s, Burma has been increasingly hostile towards its Muslim and Christian minorities, driving thousands of refugees to neighboring China, Bangladesh, Thailand, and Malaysia. Thailand itself holds approximately 140,000 Burmese refugees near its border. But even within these host countries, Burmese refugees are subject to commercial sexual exploitation, forced labor, and persecution. Despite recent pledges by the government to institute democratic reforms, Burma has not yet recognized its large population of civilians displaced by civil war or addressed its human rights abuses. Nor has it made significant progress in preparing for the safe return of refugees from neighboring states.